guys, it's Luca, and today we're gonna do another episode of Urzikstan, but this time with something else, with the occupation of, the Russian occupation of Urzikstan. We're gonna check out the behind the scenes of Urzikstan. So let's take a look over Farah's hometown. I forgot the name. It starts with a Y, Yavisa or Yatitsa or whatever. Anyway, let's check it out. So it starts out during the Russian bombardment. Yeah, after they bombed a lot of the residential areas. Now, first off, this scene looks kind of like in Syria. You know where the Syrian officials and Russian officials, it's clearly the same thing as the Syria. Yeah. I'll show you the examples. You see those guys? They're wearing the white helmets. I mean, just like in Syria, I'm gonna give a clap for that. I mean, if you see the documentary.
Bring the saw. We've got someone here. Cover your eyes.
Now that's realistic sound. So after they helped her and a lot of civilians. Okay, hon. This is clearly. Okay, so this is clearly looks like in Syria because this is it's a similar way as like the bombardments, the devastating buildings, things, etc. All the war in Syria. This is the same thing. I'm gonna clap that for the other place. And there's a Syrian fighter jet from the Russian. This is like Syria, This is kind of feels like in Syria, during Syrian civil war. But not just that, but even Beirut, during the Beirut explosion, you see a lot of helpers trying to rearrest it. Okay, now here comes what doesn't make any sense. This is probably one of the watching controversial ever. They start shooting. At civilians. I mean, if you take a look at his histories, I think it's also happening in Chechnya. I'm not from there. Okay, so first off, here we cover doesn't make any kind of sense.
Go ahead and make sure it's safe. Keep behind me.
Yes, Papa. I will.
Okay, that's my girl. Do as I say, and you will be safe.
Okay, so first off, here what I don't like it. So first off, they look like Russians. I mean, like this. You see what they did to the poor people? They're just shootings. Well, I think probably happened was Syrian, but maybe not. Okay, just take a look at this. You know what's wrong? They're shooting the chemical weapons. Which Russia didn't do it in the past or the years or something. I mean, like this, they didn't even use it in Chechnyan war. Wait, did they use? No. They didn't use during the Chechnyan war, the Russo-Georgian war, and the Ukraine war. I mean, war in Ukraine. So why did they even add the chemical weapons? Man, the Dolphins really needs to look at histories. But no. Instead they just put chemical weapons. But also, this one doesn't feel so like Russians. They feel like the Saddam's army. You don't know, you know what I mean? Because the Saddam Hussein used the chemical weapons to the Kurdish people. Yeah, they killed them like a tyrant. Oh, yeah, they used the chemical weapons to the Kurdish people, to Kurds. So shouldn't we better to see the realistic thing, like what did this evil dictator did to. And later poison all the curse. But no, instead it just makes no sense. And by the way, I never heard about the Russians deploying the chemical weapons. I mean, yeah, sure, it's about the story, but it doesn't make sense to the whole world, and that's why Infinity War had got lots of controversies over Russia and other worlds.
Don't freeze, it's poison. It's already far away home.
Okay, right. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead to this battle, and I have to. Oh. Loading screen is such a moron.
Where to go?
I don't understand why they even need a to deploy chemical weapons over civilian areas. I mean, Russia didn't use that.
It didn't fit. It just killed everything.
I mean, Russians didn't do it with the chemical weapons thing. They did it on. I mean, the Germans used the chemical weapons during the First World War. Saddam Hussein did the chemical weapons thing, but not the Russians. The Russians didn't use the chemical weapons, or did they? I mean, no. It makes no sense. They didn't even use the chemical weapons over this Urzikstan, which clearly makes some sense. And plus, they're going to shoot the people if they are going to wake up or something.
Let's go.
Oh, and also, but I was not just shooting people, but they can even rape and then get shot. Yeah, just like whatever over Ukraine, Syria, Iraq, probably. Yeah, probably because ISIS did some terrible things. We hate Islamic State. God, man, I really hate loading screen because of big smoke. And then we see watching helicopters pass over mountains. And by the way, this one looks like. Wait! You see those geographies? This is in Kazakhstan. I mean, but then why did they took place in Georgia in the first place? I mean, this flowers looks kind of like the strange way. I mean, yeah, sure. I think this rose. Oh yeah. We have flowers in Georgia. I'm not from Georgia. This feels like in the Stans region, not in the Georgian, not next to Caucasus Mountains, which clearly makes some sense. And yes, it's right. Wait, they shouldn't just took place in Stans, not in here in Caucasus, which clearly makes some sense. I don't understand why, man, the developers really need to hire the geography guy, and then release the game. Okay, let's get. Okay, so after shooting.
Our men were ambushed by terrorists. I was
We have to go to the bar.
so get over there against the bar. Don't try anything, understand? You too, against the bar.
I always think that happened in Ukraine.
We didn't do
Ukraine
anything.
either.
We're not fighters. Shut up. Not another word.
Either. And also that lady. And by the way, this film, that lady girl over there, she's gonna get raped. But you know how do I know this? Because in Ukraine there was the Russian soldiers raped the girl, the Ukrainian girls as such. What I heard about it in the news. And not just in Ukraine, it even happened over Syria, Iraq by the Islamic State, probably Chechnya, and or literally any other civil wars. So what's going on with these war crimes? And yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I mean, this is about the Russian invasion of Urzikstan, and it also makes some sense. And I don't understand why did Russia use the chemical weapons over the civilians. I mean, shouldn't it be better to take place you know. Look, I get it. History, I get history is kind of hard, but man, you shouldn't just put a dictator on it. And by the way, and also, And also remember what this Baba this father told, because he said this country was helped for the rebels in Chechnya. I think because they helped Chechnya and took them 10 years to end it, and later there was urgency. So yeah, this one kind of makes some sense, and yeah, it makes some sense. I mean, because they just what makes no sense is they deploy the chemical weapons, which Russians don't do it, or something. I mean, Germans and Saddam's Iraqis already used these chemical weapons, and Nazi Germany and Nazis already did the poison chemical, but Hitler refused to deploy the chemical weapons during the war, and that's yeah, he refused it, but Saddam did. He did put some chemical weapons over to Kurds over in the Kurdistan. You know what happened in 1988. So yeah, that's about it, guys, and yeah, it makes no sense. So thank you for guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, it makes no sense. And I understand why do Russians even use the chemical weapons. But although the other crimes looks kind of make sense, like shooting over people that happened in Ukraine and probably in Syria, because I know what happened over Syria where Russian forces actually bombed the hospital area. But not just the Russians, even NATO members did it in 1999. But it was a tragic mistake, or not it. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about the other things. So thank you for bye.